What's up, guys? As most of you know, I am collaborating with Will Survives. He's a young man that moved from out west, came out here to hang out on my other property, which I hadn't even closed on by the time he moved here, and I just haven't talked about him much at all. Obviously, we've been doing some collab content, but I talked at the beginning about how it was going because you guys had a bunch of questions, and I know you guys have been asking again, so let's talk about it again. Let's get into all about Will Survives. What up? Filming each other. All right, I originally met Will Survives, or learned to know of him through the internet on TikTok. He was making some TikTok videos, building a cabin out in the middle of nowhere out of trees and stuff out west, and he ended up building a wood stove. And I do a lot of stuff with wood stoves on TikTok. Haven't much. Well, I don't know. Obviously, I haven't over the summer, but people were tagging me in his videos over and over, and I see this guy. He's a young man. He's trying to build this wood stove out of clay and rocks and some old galvanized chimney pipe. And people were like, tell him how to build a wood stove, do this, do that, tell him stuff about. And so I ended up kind of stitching with one or two of his videos and just kind of said, hey, galvanized pipe, a little bit scary when it gets hot, lets off toxic vapors. So just kind of had a little back and forth. I don't think he ever responded in a video to me, but we commented back and forth and messaged a little bit and whatever, and it was cool. I watched him get kicked off of the land. He was on federal land. He wasn't supposed to be on federal land, cutting down trees and doing stuff, but anyhow, that happened. He blew up pretty big on TikTok, lost an account and blah, 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 started another one. You have to ask him for the whole story, but I'm just trying to give you a very quick rundown. Ended up on a friend's property who had, and I'm still not sure what the whole deal was, purchased property from somebody, but then there was something going on there, and basically Will had to leave that spot too. So I just happened to catch one of the videos, and I was also buying this other property, 3.5 acres with a dilapidated house, and I was thinking, I could stick Will on there if he wanted to be on there, and he could, if he wanted some income, he could work on the house with me. So I just sent him a message, and I'm pretty sure, I'd have to go back and look, I'm pretty sure I sent him one message, and he responded. I don't check my messages that often. He responded, I was going to think about it. So the next time I went and checked the messages, he was like, I'm going to think about it or something like that. And he was like, all right, yeah, let's do it. I can be there Friday or something like that, he said. It was something like that, and I was like, whoa, like I haven't closed on the place yet. But then I was like, well, I've got this property here, I've seen his videos, he seems like a cool guy, he puts out enough content that if he was kind of fake or just not right at all, like I'd have seen the hints. I didn't see anything, so I was like, all right, let's go for it. Next thing I know, he's pretty much in the truck heading this way. We had no phone calls. We sent a text or two back and forth about some logistics, and then we met here in the local town. Introduced as to his dogs. Came out here. He brought his cameraman Jesse with him, which I didn't even know about at the time until he was partway through the trip. But his plan was like if I didn't want Jesse around, he was just going to send him back. And anyway, all that happened. Hung out here. Both of us were getting impatient with this whole closing business, but the property finally closed over there. And it was really cool. So, where do things stand now? Basically, what I expected to happen, happened. We became really good friends. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was quite wild to get to know somebody, but yet we're publicly interacting, and we both have huge follower bases, if you will, and followers were all like, oh, I don't know about this guy, and back and forth. Like each side was quite suspicious. Other people were just loving it. They were thrilled with it. Probably most people were thrilled with it. And we were just, it was kind of crazy just getting to know somebody. He moved way out here. He didn't know if I was a jerk or not, or how I was going to be. And I moved him out here, and I didn't know, what he was going to be like and whether he was like crazy reckless or, you know. But I didn't really think he was. I had a good feeling about it all. And now we're months in. And you know what? We're good friends. He's a cool guy. He works hard. He's ambitious. He has more of a head on his shoulders than I think some of his videos let on. He's got a brain in there. He thinks. Um, but yeah, we're friends now. We're hanging out. He sees how crazy busy I am. And the cool thing is, he is not somebody that needs me to hold his hand and guide him through life. I didn't take on some guy that was completely clueless about how to do things in life. Just somebody who could probably benefit from different knowledge, different things, a new experience. He definitely could benefit from somebody who wasn't going to kick him off his property or kick him off a property. Um, and so, you know what? Zero regrets on it all. I'm absolutely thrilled. It's worked out great for me. Um, we go back and forth now about a $10 an hour thing. I think that trend will continue. We have a really similar sense of humor. Just being kind of sarcastic and let the internet kind of get a little worked up about this or a little worked up about that. We think it's funny. Um, it's funny. So we're going back and forth with all that. But let's be real. We're both content creators on YouTube as well as other platforms. The majority of any kind of income is coming from content creation, and that was the big thing that I wanted to allow him to do, was allow him to work on my stuff, since I'm benefiting financially really in a limited way from the labor itself. But I'm benefiting financially, so I'm gonna pay him a certain amount, basically per job. He's kind of just like somebody who can do certain things and not like he can tell me, no, I don't want to do this. Yes, I want to do that. Anything he's working on of my stuff is something he's like, yes, I want to do that. There was one thing, I don't even remember what it was. He's like, I don't really want to do that. I'm like, okay, no big deal. It was like a little small thing or something. And, I'm letting him pick and choose what he wants to do. Um, and it's been going great. He likes to work, loves to work. He's loving learning stuff about the house. I'm loving the interactions back and forth. We are having a blast with these short form videos. He asks me questions, gets a little bit goofy. I answer the questions, also get a little bit goofy. Just back and forth stuff. But he comes over here every Wednesday. We usually do a YouTube live around 4:30. It doesn't always happen. Jen makes a meal. He eats with us. We hang out for a few hours. Like, we're both very busy people, but we make some time to hang out with each other and just yeah, we've gotten to know each other. We've had some good discussions. A lot of that stuff probably be amazing content, but as soon as you put a camera in front of either of our faces, I don't think those discussions like happen. Like, you have to pay somebody to run around and secretly record us talking and then give us the footage, and then we can be like, oh, that's super cool, because we have conversations and we just know the internet would love to be a fly on the wall for it, and it's nothing that needs to be private or anything. It's just, I might have to try and do that. I don't know. We're both pretty aware of our surroundings and probably could figure out we're being recorded, and then we'd be all awkward. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we both feel the same way. I think we both are aware that we've made lifelong friends. We'll just be friends for life, no matter where life takes him. Whether he stays in the area for a while, I talked with him about selling off, like dividing that property I bought over there and a part that he's actively living on, selling that part to him, and I could definitely do that, and I wouldn't have to charge him very much at all for it. I'm not trying to make a income off of selling a random acre plot off the back of it, and it shouldn't hurt the value too much, other than just reducing the number of acreage on the house that I have. So no real loss for me. So I'll just, if he wants it, if he wants to do that, wants to establish some kind of home base there. He loves the area, particularly loves the neighborhood right there. It's a great spot. People in West Virginia are awesome people. And he's just in a great neighborhood there. And I bought that location for a very specific reason. Number one, the neighborhood. Number two, a river being nearby, it being secluded, it being kind of at the end of a road. So there's very minimal traffic. It can be accessed by vehicle. a lot of properties out here that are really sweet you just can't access by vehicle, but that one you can. So I really bought it because of the location. Other than that, I wouldn't have paid near what I paid for it. But might end up selling him a plot if he wants it. I've also pointed out some other properties around here for sale, talked with him about buying land, and like, he wants to go to Alaska, he wants to, you know, do some travel stuff. And I'm like, if you want to, you can buy land and it doesn't lock you in anywhere. The thing about buying land is you can always sell it later. It doesn't lock you into a location. I'm not locked into homesteading here. I could sell this homestead and pick up and go homestead somewhere else. The funding, the money I would get from selling this place would allow me to rapidly build another homestead in a different location. So yeah, it'd be cool. But yeah, Will and I are getting along great. It's fun. We like to hang out. Hopefully in the wintertime we both have a little more time. We can do some collab stuff. I still want to get into some kind of rap music video with him. I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know anything about rap. He's going to teach me about rap. I can teach him certain things. He can teach me certain things. We're having a blast. We're having fun. Zero regrets on inviting him out here. It's been beneficial to both of us in a variety of ways. And it is the collab that needed to happen. That's pretty much it. Getting along. We might, and no matter what happens with him, like, he really wants to see this house renovation get pushed through and be a big part of it. And I've also told him, like, you're more than welcome to stay as long as you want. If you want to stay in this area for 5 years and help me out on all kinds of different stuff, I can probably make that work. If you want to stay in this area and not help me out, we can make that work. You can leave tomorrow. Like, if he's just got an amazing opportunity that, like, he just can't pass up, like, I'm going to be the guy that's just like, you know, I'd love to have you work on the house some more. I kind of wanted this or that. I'll be like, dude, don't miss the opportunity. Go for it. The biggest thing I'm going to get out of this whole arrangement is watching him succeed even harder than he was before, and know that part of it has to do with some kind of input that I gave him. Whatever he decides to do in life, whether it becomes a homesteader, whether he becomes a big rapper, gets big in the music world, I have no idea what's in store for that young man. I just hope it's success. The world's laying in front of him. He's got so many opportunities, and I'm excited to see where he goes. I'm excited to see what happens in his life. I'm going to be excited to be his friend alongside of him the whole way, whether we're states away or whether we're neighbors. Yeah, so it's awesome, guys. It's awesome. Thanks for watching.
With the beard and the vision, he narrates his life, cutting firewood, draining beasts away from city strife. The ducks, they roam freely, a quiet army true. Muscovies in the meadow, foraging in